All right, everyone, if we could, we always open up with prayer, then we'll do our introductions. Any ministers in the house that want to lead us first? If not, I'll do it. All right. We can just prepare our hearts right now. Heavenly Father, we come before you with thanksgiving in our hearts. We pray that your will is done. We ask for your forgiveness, Father God, for anything that we've done, said, thought of that's been unpleasing to you. We pray that you would take over this meeting, lead, guide, and direct our words, our thoughts right now. For ultimately, Father God, we want to see this vision manifest in the lives of our people, block by block, all around the world. This we ask in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so we always begin with introductions, so that way people know each other in the room. But our introductions are a little different. We open up with our name, our zip code, and then what you want to see happen before you leave this earth. That's a really big point because it lets us know what's important to you. So I'm Syron Smith. My zip code is 46402. That's near downtown Gary. And before I leave this earth, I want to see black people loving each other, supporting each other, doing business with each other, while traveling back and forth between here and Africa as if it's not a big deal. Like I'm on my way to Zimbabwe tomorrow. That's how we want to see. That's what I want to see happen before we leave this earth. And we want to start with the person hosting us here, Levette. Full speed.
Okay, I'm over here. Thank you, Syron, for having this venue filled with such an important topic today.
Yes.
My name is Levette Haynes. I'm Executive Director of Westside Cultural Arts Council. We're a partner here in the park. I'm also the second Vice President of the Garfield Park Advisory Council. My zip code is 60612. And before I leave this world, I would like for our children to know that truth still exists, that they're living in a world of untruths, but truth will prevail, and they will be comfortable in knowing that they're living amongst people that want to share the truth and that want to make sure that we're living in a world that is peaceful, that is honest, that allows us as a people to prevail during the hardships that we've endured through our history, and that truth is going to be that guide for us to get to that destination.
I love that. Truth. You'll hear a lot of that. All right. Young man, I'm going to put you on the spot. What's your name, young man?
Daniel.
What's your name? Daniel. What's your last name, Daniel? How old are you? What's your career goal? What you want to be when you grow up? Oh, you gonna help people. All right. That tells us you got a caring heart. That's what you're gonna be when you grow up. Go ahead. You remember this.
My name is Antonio Clinton.
Can y'all hear him with the
No, keep the mic on this side.
Okay.
All right, so my name is Antonio Clinton. I am from the 20. I ain't gonna say that one. Yeah, it's too many, but.
Is you too old? You live in too old, right?
Huh?
You live there, right? Where I put you up.
Yeah.
That's
So
606
it's
too old.
Yeah, 606 too old. Okay. I'm sorry. So, yes, I'm from zip code 60621. So before I leave this earth, do want to see a whole lot of people. I want the world to know that a whole lot of people. It's not too late. It's always a way to do what you need to succeed in life. It's a way for everything. It's an answer to all things. God is one of them, trust and believe. But yeah, it's most definitely, it's more ways than anything anybody else can believe.
What's your career goal?
My career goal is to be successful with my life and be able to take care of my family and such more. So.
I'm looking deep. What you love doing, like plumbing, technology.
So my career, as in like job wise, I love to do construction. So I do construction, I do rehabbing, I do gardening, I do everything. What comes to my mind.
Excellent. And the last one, how old are you? I think that's important.
I am 26 years old.
And he's been on trips around the country with us, so he's a good testament to the work that we do. Sir, it's on you, man. Your name, zip code, what you want to see happen before you leave.
Okay, my name Curtis Flournoy. I came out with a friend of mine to find out what the organization was about, and he explained a lot of it to me, and I'm trying to get the feeling of it so I can spread it around to other people. And so far, you know, I'm getting the feel of it, and I like it so far. So it seems like it's gonna be interesting.
If nothing else, you feel welcome. You feel the spirit of
Yeah.
confidence. That's the
Yeah.
key. You don't get uptight, so that's good. What's your career though? What do you do for a living? For your career, what do you do for a living?
But I retired.
What was your industry?
I work at the Bellows Building.
Okay, administration.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Mike, go ahead.
Could you hear me? Okay. My name is Charles Robinson. I am governor with NBCU. I'm in Chicago, Roseland area, 60628 is the zip code. My sister city is Dallas, Texas, and the African country I represent is South Africa. Currently, I work for Chicago Public Schools. I'm an educator. And what I would like to see happen before I leave this earth is us taking our rightful place on the world stage economically, socially, and just being the people that we are and loving and caring for each other. That's it.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, bring the mic back over here. Just so everyone know, my wife is coming from Indiana and traffic is horrible. She has the food. When the food gets here, you guys just grab the food. We don't like taking no food home with us, so just take the food and eat it along the way. So let me give you the rundown on today, and we definitely going to talk about, Wanda, what you do and the commercial. We definitely going to do that. So the National Summit is designed so that we have time set aside once a month to have this conversation we're about to have. And the conversation centers on 8 different topics. And these 8 topics is crucial, y'all, for our everything we said, our edification, our safety, our upliftment, our enrichment. It's so important. And the vision is that every zip code is represented and every zip code sister city. You heard Governor Charles talking about Roseland being linked to Dallas. So it should be Dallas people here. That's how big the vision is, that every once a month, Black America comes together and have this conversation that we're about to have. Every zip code in Chicago is linked to a different city. And so when Antonio and his sisters was going out of town, that was part of this process. And we want the young people out of town to be coming in town. So that's the vision here. So, yes?
Since that young man was put to Dallas, could we have done Zoom and had somebody from Dallas on the line?
Yep, big time.
That's the vision.
We're actually running live now. That's what needs to happen. But part of this conversation gonna be keeping it real. We have some serious problems in our community. And so we know what should be, but we're not where we should be. We shouldn't have these violent incidents we're about to go over. So you're right, in theory. We're just not there yet, so we'll get there. So what we're gonna talk about, this is the agenda. I'm gonna read it to you so you'll know. We do roll calls so we can see who's here, who should be here, who's online. We talk about the good news real briefly. Any good news you guys have? I was gonna get them help. You need some help when you got it all. Okay. The good news. Antonio, bring that table in so we can put the table of food back there. The good news, we're going to go over Mississippi. Mississippi is so important to what we need to do as Black people. So we're going to talk about Mississippi. We're going to go over the violence. We're going to go over our missing persons. We're going to talk about economics. We're going to talk about the taxation of our people that's making some of them lose their homes. We're going to go over construction. We're going to go over naming your 4 Black businesses. We got vendors out there and why that matters. We're going to go over education. We got our teacher here, Governor Charles. We're going to go over our teachers, how literally every summer is a struggle sometimes for our teachers. We're going to go over the government policy, laws on the books, voter registration, the G20 and Gary, Indiana conventions. Then we'll be done. We're going to do all this in 2 hours. So it's a full topic, but that's why we want to have people here from all over the country so they can hear about it. So let's go through the roll call real quick. 60612 zip code. That's East Garfield Park. We have one representative here. Woo-hoo, that's right. 60623 is North Lawndale. 60624 is the host. That's where we at right now. Sandra Brinson should be here. We'll see if she makes it. 60639, that's like North Austin. We don't have anyone coming here on that end. 60644, if Martha can come in here to that, to hear some of this too. Yeah, she's in 60644. 60651, that's Chicago Avenue to Division. We don't have anyone coming here from that zip code. Now, we're on the west side. So technically the west side should be here strong because we on your side of town. We do this summit every single month in a different part of town. So when we in your part of town, ideally, you max it out because we literally only do this once a year. So this, we didn't do this since last year. We was at the regular live.
Did we catch Curtis zip code? Did you say zip code?
Nope, what was it?
My zip code is 28.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, we got it, yeah, cool. Oh, when they speaking, yeah, okay. All right, so it's not too loud because I talk loud. Okay, good. All right, so now that's the west side. So I'm not throwing the west side under the bus, but we are here. And like I say, people coming from out of town and all that, we came from Gary, Indiana. Gas prices is high, so just know when we on your side of town, ideally people show up. We won't do this again till next March. So I just wanted to put that on the table with the roll call. Now, on the south side, 60609 zip code, that's New City. That area is really changing. Blacks are really disappearing out of that zip code. 60620, that's Auburn Gresham. A lot of violence over there in that zip code. 60621, that's Inglewood. 60629 is Marquette Park. Blacks are disappearing out of that zip code as well. Marquette Park, 60629. 60636, we disappearing out of that zip code. That was West Inglewood. We was strong over there. We losing that neck of the woods. And 60652 is our economically stable black neighborhood. That's Ashburn. Then we go over to the east side of Chicago. 60615, Governor should be on Joe Murrow's. That's Washington Park, Barack Obama zip code. 60617 is Calumet Heights. That's 95th and Stony Island, that area over there. 60619 is Chatham. 60628 is represented by two people, actually. So that's good. Governor Charles, that's Roseland, Pullman. 60637 is Woodlawn. And then 60643 is Washington Heights. That's like 95th to the end of the city, and Western, Halsted all the way that way toward Western. We could say, Wanda, you in that neck of the woods over that way. Then 60649 is South Shore. And then the last one is Bronzeville, 60653. So those are the 20 zip codes that we build relationships in every day. And we've been doing this for 31 years this November 20th. So with that, I want to just state for the record, we are ultra busy as a people. And unfortunately, when you're real busy, we miss each other. And so that's one of the challenges that we have when we're too busy and we're not pooling our resources together. That's how people are able to come in our neighborhood and get things done that we're not getting done because they're making time for it. So I just wanted to put that on the record. Mississippi is our most important black state. Mississippi is the blackest state in America. Like no other state has the percentage of black people, almost 40%. No other state. There's 7 states, 90% white. Not one state, 50% black. Mississippi is the closest one at 38%. So that lets you know when people say, why does that matter? Well, why does it matter that there's 7 states, 90% white? If it don't matter. So it do matter. And so it's real important. So what we've done with Mississippi is we've gone through all 82 counties in Mississippi, and we started bridging and creating relationships. And the vision is that we financially support the people of Mississippi coming up here to the summit on a regular basis, like literally every single month. And so we met some good people this last month in Mississippi. Takita, Shabilla, Lily, Ruthie. We just met the mayor of Drew, Mississippi. All right, we're going to be interviewing her real soon here in Drew, Mississippi. And hopefully by the time the children get out of school, we'll really have them coming up here, whether it's on Amtrak, because we're not going to be able to go down there and get them. We just pay for the older ones to come up here so they can participate in what we're doing. So that's the rural report. Any good news you guys want to report that happened this since last month? Anybody? Anything good? We always hear the negative, so we always want to hear if there's anything good.
The church program will be coming to Garfield Park.
No, actually, it rotates. So next month we're in Woodlawn. So it rotates around. But I'm going to go through the cities too. So we go do that shortly too. But the good news that I want to report is LaShawn Ford, my brother, won the congressional seat. And so he should be going to Congress if all goes well in November. And that is a big deal because imagine what we do and then making this district the model for all of America to look at. So when you got someone in power like that, and then you got the organizing that we do, that should net us some real results. And so that's the good news I wanted to put out there. All right, so now we want to go over the sheet that you have in front of you. Wanda, I think you should see this, so let me give you this too. This here is a list that should pain us, you guys. This is people who look like us, who've been shot, killed, stabbed, and raped. We've been keeping this list for over 30 years. So this list is enormous if you was to print it all out. So I'm gonna talk about a few incidents, and then you guys chime in on how this makes you feel, how you feel when you read these. So we just had the 65-year-old man, the mayor's father from Dalton, shot, and he didn't die, but he was shot up on 13th and Kedzie. That's right near where we at on the west side, right here, North Lawndale. You see, the time is not on here, but it was in the daytime. All right, 65-year-old man shot to death on 96 in LaSalle, and they set the house on fire. So we know that's not an accident to set the house on fire. 29-year-old rapper shot to death in Woodlawn, 62nd and Drexel. Businessman ambushed and killed right by the Bulls Stadium, 2100 block west on Mass, and he was 67 years old. Look at all these 60-year-olds. All right. Then we had the two people murdered on 78th and Calumet. Right underneath that, you see a double murder right there on 69th and South Shore Drive. This is all in 1 week, y'all. Like this is all 1 week worth of violence. I got St. Louis on here. We got Memphis on here, Milwaukee on here, and that's because of its links that we have to the other cities through our zip codes. So let me, what's the feeling? What do y'all think about that?
Well, that's why we do what we do now, to stop this bleed, this horrible bleed, you know what I'm saying, of people just being taken away for foolishness, and stop this desolate feeling, you know, because a lot of these areas, just like we looking at, a lot of these areas, it look desolate, it don't look like it's vibrant, and from the stuff like this paper showing, it show people taking flight up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So that area become more deader when we should have vibrancy everywhere we at. We starting to see, I mean, that's what makes this happen to me. And it's not like it's a thing that naturally happened, it's purposely done to us to make it that way.
You know, that word vibrancy is key because that means things are happening and moving instead of just dry bones, no activity, no movement. What about you? Any thoughts on the killing?
Well, I've been wanting to say, like, I'm looking to what you're saying, and I'm trying to get an idea of what I'm thinking about, the organization trying to help other people get their vehicle started and everything. But the problem me and him always complain about is they ain't pulling together because we got two many other people coming in on them, and they don't want to pull in together with their own people.
It appears that way, but we go keep hope alive, as Justice said. We think we will turn that around.
Okay.
What's your thoughts? You've been seeing this sheet. You carried this sheet around in other cities. What's the other?
So I feel like they all is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. They all,
crazy or
the shooters. But
Okay.
I'm talking about like the list. Like
Yes.
after I read this whole list, it's crazy. So I feel like it could be more like programs like ours, and such more to bring more young people off the streets, bring down the violence, a lot. And then at the same time, I feel like if it could be bring like more communities together and make it a full thing that you could keep your children together and put together without them going through trauma or bullcrap.
Do you think out of town travel would do anything though? Honestly, what's your thoughts on that?
I feel like they will, but it depends on if they won't. Don't let that fly over your head though.
So I'm gonna come right back to you. So all it takes is one, right? If one person was here, a teenager from Dallas, would you care about hearing their story?
Yes.
Right. So really, all it takes is one. We don't have to have a bunch of one. So it's 20 cities. What if just one came from all 20 cities? That's 20 teenagers sitting around a table.
Yes.
What you think Black Chicago gonna do? They see 20 young people. Man, what the heck? What's going on?
What's going on? They gonna want to know.
What's up? What's up? Man, we've been telling you for a minute. You was ignoring us. Now you want to know what's up. So that's the benefit. We don't have to have a lot of people.
Right.
Just one from all 20 cities. And think about what that does for that teenager who never been to Chicago. They can look at the city top right here. Go out there and look at the city top, the third largest city in the world.
Yeah.
So it don't take a lot. What are you gonna say?
And my guess is how to get these young people in here to hear what y'all have to say and focus on this, because this is all about them.
Well, no. These grandfathers that was killed.
Yeah.
So it's about us too. Like we get killed out here by the youngsters. So yeah, but I know what you're saying. This is
Yeah,
right.
that's the baking. I like to see that more.
Yes.
We can have more help on this
Yes,
program better.
Yes, sir. And you're gonna hear about the 7-day living habits too. That's
Okay.
Now my wife made it here. Let's hear from my wife. Your introduction first.
Hi, I'm Jamaica, and my zip code is 46402 in Gary, Indiana. And before I leave this earth, I just want to play my part, in helping young women find out who they are as individuals.
Give us your thoughts on this list that you know.
Well, I'm just getting in here, but, this list in itself is
65, 67.
it has the potential to create a hopeless spirit. But the beautiful part about it is that there's a structure, in place to help combat this. So that brings hope,
And you're reupholstering the furniture, though. How do you see that impacting this?
Well, I think that when you speak about the young people just creating a space where they can pick up a new trade,
Pull back the layers.
Yeah, pull back the layers.
All right, this is my daughter, full name, zip code, age, and what you want to see happen before you leave this earth. Then we'll ask you about this.
My name is Mariah Smith.
Can you hear?
Yes.
My name is Mariah Smith. I'm 14 years old. I live in 46402. And what I want to see before I leave this earth is us coming together as a community, supporting one another, helping one another, and just being there for each other.
When you look at the list of people who are no longer here, literally, they planning funerals. What comes to your spirit?
There's a lot of trauma going on in the world, and heartbreak and pain and grief, and there are places and people who could help, but not many people know about it.
That's deep, right? And you do films. Can films make a difference with this?
For sure, it can open up people's eyes to what's actually going on in the world and with morals and lessons inside of the movie, then it could also help.
You hear that? He's like, no. So Wanda, you see, you should tap into Wanda. She's been in film, well, she's been in video and movie and communication for a while. Excellent. All right. So let's move to the next topic here. But let me, because we do have Mr. Flournoy here for the first time. Our thoughts are what the solution is with this is HSN. HSN. That's habits. Our habits is a big part of this. A lot of the shooters got a habit. What are their habits? Hang out all day. What a habit? Get angry real quick. They got a habit. So habits is what we got to fix. Habits. Make something that happens so much that it's second nature. That's the opposite of what they're doing now. So habits got to change. Schedule. Schedule. How you use your time. People hang out all day, all night. We know idle mind, time is the devil's workshop. So we got a lot of people with nothing but time, they're in the devil's workshop. So schedule what you do with your time. And then with what we're talking about, it eats up your time. If you come in here from Detroit, that's 4 hours of your time just get here. Can't shoot nobody. It's hard to miss violence or something. You know what I mean? So if we constantly got stuff going on with people based on what they care about, it eats up their time. And then lastly, they get who you have at home. Some people, all they got is super hours, kids, lives, feet, and they don't have to get. They have never been home. They never told the people who leave to the church like that. So our solution, when you see the rest of these curriculums, let's put it in like speech, judges, these people who involve tricks and rules. So you got people who feel who give it. That's the difference right now. People don't give it. We got every people who give it. Who give. So HSA kind of schedule. And any thoughts on that, you guys? Let's say all that. All right. And this is our reminder that everyone in Chicago is fair. I dare anyone to stand up and say these groups get millions of dollars fair. No one claims success. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you got this success. This shouldn't be normal. So that's my position when we talk about all this anti-violence money and all this. So just so y'all know, we're getting a list of hospitals in all 20 cities, like great hospitals in the land. And once we got this list of all the hospitals, what we're going to start doing is getting those hospitals to learn about us. We won't bring hospitals to the list because we're getting hospitals treats and people in the land. We're trying to treat people on the hospitals to know, and that list will be kept up like a strong because that's what our nurses is. So, mission first. So we gave mission to who was the name? A lifetime. This Lionsgate Smith. We gave those mission to you by video about this person in the area of management who is coming out. The investigators, she took we reported. She is going to this young lawyer who should see it next month in agency. So that's we've been deep with missing persons ever since we got started. And with us being involved in our top, we're in the best position because on every block are there managers. But the blocks won't be key to the main show. If someone goes business like that, who on where did they be on the block? I mean, they do. So we believe in this first is a big part of what we do because we're block by block. The other thing, just so you guys know, our homeowners and everything you have. If there's somebody great with no windows on in your neighborhood, text the address to that phone number right there, 312 number. We have a registry of vans that need housing a traffic person. And you don't have when you see that van, it can be somebody in there who's going to traffic. So we literally got 50 vans, license plate numbers, the way it was last week. I registered. Put it out there. I know, like construction people don't like that. We don't like this women in church. Oh, that's right.
That way, just like I say, somebody, all of them. So that would narrow things down, and we had more people that was in tune to what's going on, checkmates around and yeah, what's going on the block is important that everybody.
Yeah. And we created some people get caught because they like so let's do this because the food is here and let's take a break and let me food money go when we come back to the move or and talk about the youth and get talk about that. We go take 5 minutes, get food, and then come back. All right. Mimi is ready. We can do that right quick. Let me grab it. Hey, you want to listen? Good. Okay, Syron, we can take it good. You ready? Okay. So then, look at it. We can find out who is
Right
Yeah. We were talking about actually a different approach. And yeah, I think All right, I'm gonna get back going, you guys, just make it wait, and, time here, wherever we're at. So, the next subject is our young people, our youth. And, I'm gonna let y'all, because we're block by block, do we know the young people on the block? Where this is, I don't want to, they feel like disrespectful, but it's important that we know the young people on the block, even if you don't have a relationship with them. That takes time because of the trauma we get back went through. It's a certain process we have to get to know the group on your block. We just want to know if there's young people on the block first. So if you see young people on the block, all right, 3100 block of more, I see some teenagers, okay, good, we use those teenagers. Now we got a package of teenagers, so we're bringing a package so that it's something that they care about, how they want to listen to. So just know that the young people, we got 3 main buckets, young 5 to 9-year-olds. That's you what? 21. You 10. Remember, the you 10 and other people, those are the most active. They're good. So they're the most pressure ones. So they're the easy ones to get 5 girls. How old are you now? How old are you? See, they're you get them. Remember recruitment. So that group is almost you take them with the part two that they have. Ain't gonna be like that. You know what that is. So the next group is 10 to 15-year-olds. 10 to 15. That's what you 15 is. That group is at a competitive stage in life. So you gotta take them to, you know, that's felony, that's this, that's that stage to compete. That's what they're trying to figure out their life. So that group, and then the subject group is the U18s. That's 15, 17. Subject group. They going to the puberty, they can introduce drugs, first time in school, hanging out, different class, they got all this freedom now, they are high school. And that's what we take out of time. Because you gotta get them out of the comfort zone into an environment where they can feel their comfort. See, you gotta take them out of they come on the block, they come when they neighborhood, you get into a line. And when they get comfortable, they can reach. And say something to you, you go here, and I said the block needs to do. So that is very important in terms of young. And so when we walk up to them, we always school and find them. And that gets the conversation going. We want to one to be to life. One to be a conference of nurse, one to be a journalist, got one here. So we're gonna get the people in the field that's going to be. Okay. Any thoughts on the young people, y'all? And older forms, so really, that's the Jane. Any thoughts? Time out. Anything that comes to mind. All right, so we're going to focus on Mississippi's 17 to 18-year-olds. So in all our towns in the city, we're going to be asking for the list of the 17 and 18-year-olds, particularly because Mississippi is the 4th state in the country. Meaning for us, I'm about a little bit furthest in Mississippi than anywhere else. But for the people in Mississippi, that means poverty is almost 40%. So anytime you can help finance these young people, that's a big deal. So us financing the traffic is really helping the families out. Like you need to come up to Chicago area. So we're going to focus on that group. We've already let some of our leaders from the city know that this summer our vision is to help pay them to get on the inside. Come on up here. Any thoughts on that, guys? All right. So now, yes, ma'am.
Then your organization unit. Your name is Steve.
Yeah, so we have, yes, so what we have is 20 zip codes in Chicago. Every zip code has a governor. That's the governor of 662 right there at the top. The governors interact with me as the CEO of the building, and we work on making sure that all those 20 zip codes in Chicago talking to their city. So he had that. So if you tell me you got a cousin in Dallas, Texas, you want to meet her, you want to make sure you know this is the length of Dallas to come up here. So every zip code has a meeting, and inside every zip code we have 7 days living patterns. So that's like the agenda. Every Sunday is family day. Do black families have a session? Like grandma and dad, that's Sunday. Every Monday is safety day. You know there's section in the time in your zip code. Monday, check that. Check your smoke alarm on Monday. Everything like that's your smoke alarm. We saying Monday, we deal with that. You know, we're not going to be taught to fight it. We didn't have smoke alarm. Every Tuesday is education day. So every Tuesday, how do we find out that that child will be on those matters? This child will live like family matters. And Sunday, get them together. Tuesday being education, they allow us to do that inventory. Every Wednesday is economic. That's the Black Boycott Day. That's when we don't spend money with people who don't care about our struggles. So we literally, this 4 Wednesdays a month, can you name eight Black businesses? If you can't, that says something. Chinatown, Freetown, they can name 20. If Black people can name 4, that's 30 days. You see what I mean? No other business. It's like that. You go to China today, you got the exact same business next door. One will open up Sunday, Tuesday, the other one will Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Same stuff. They agree to get your time off. You make it like Thursday. Unfortunately, I'm staying over every day. Now it's good. So Wednesday is economic day. Wednesday is the day of the jobs list. So when someone needs a job, they can come and they don't even get the list. Thursday is open. That's big because we die, recently we died from high blood pressure, we died anything. So Thursday we talk about how to be healthy. So on the block, when we help you get the block done, Thursday healthy, let's go try. And Thursday we go walk. Every Friday is Senior Citizens Day. Every Friday, how do we go and serve the elders? Set the direction. Right. So it's right. All right. It's not being charged over the door and expect the rates. But the point is, let's deal with it. If it becomes segregation, we don't want to have movements. Because they got to do property and get. And then Saturdays, that's why young people on Saturdays, all that time. You did. So that's when we want to see every block of training for 7 minutes. What do you think, Jimmy?
I think the one way that's very effective, the whole here that really
Mm-hmm.
man, and one perspective, look at environmental, and our community is, especially in the global situation, the whole environment is because I'm in this situation.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
So, in some way, we go to some of the communities talk about, you know, we also go to the big
Big time. And the second is the same thing in the if you try it, wherever we at, you can still do it. We got they close. We got to cook that around.
and I think it's how do you feel? So,
Yeah. Going in here.
I'm thinking environment.
So,
They have the energy, they have the desire, they want that. Stop here.
they got it. They got it.
You know, I think we just have to be challenging.
Yes. But we got as adults, we have to come. But leaders lead, we should be leading. Did we ask y'all about when we should be done city? And told they, where, you go broke, like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta lead. It's the same. But when I tell you about the church, and it's Friday, it's Sunday, it's Wednesday, and I can do it. You gonna go to church? That's keeping you nice. We gotta say this to the patients. Don't mention. Now, let me ask you a question about the cleanliness and environment. I'm gonna say this loud so y'all can see it. But this is what every zip code is responsible for. I'm gonna bring it around so you guys can see it. It says chef, farmers, entertainers, soccer, veterinarians, travel agents, business people, police, detectives, politics, teachers, judges, engineers, scientists, nurses, accountants, doctors, construction, lawyers, clerks, landscapers, cleaners, and marketers. These days repeat every 30 days. Every 4 Fridays, landscaping days. You're going to be one of the landscapers, retired landscapers, and then people who do it for a living every day. So we just got to tap into them, get the agreement, and let's make sure the trash is on, like I said, on Madison, glass, trash everywhere. On Bristol and glass, just horrendous. Your landscape, how do you work with you? Can we give you half? Let's work out the agreement. We take that trash and we simple it out through. So the point is, you do a lot. I mean, people want to do for our risk. And if not, that's fine. We can get them plugged in. That's what I'm doing. So if you come to the inventory first, we don't know what we're working with. And that's the challenge for us. We got to find out. These dates keep repeating no matter, even in the wintertime. The last one is still less. What do you think about that?
Well,
If you look at it.
I don't know talking about, the young people. Who understand,
Yes.
they're out, doing whatever. I would think it's something that, a little bit. Because I feel,
Oh.
my mom is, woo, oh, it's a little more than that.
You would change.
Yeah, where something, she talked about and principles towards making. We had routine. I get up at 5 o'clock, I feel routine. The dogs are growing, roses, and skinny, I think it's skinny. It's spread out into, the park. I think they can restructure the family and the ways that they start. And it's powerful out into the community. So, some people here talk about fitness and walking around. How do you integrate this concept of education into the daily activity? For example, environmental, I want to spearhead let's walk and talk event for fitness in the community. Great. So doing this, how can we integrate the activity of, being a learner and not continue, how can we do that? I think that's
Every Saturday, Tuesday, right? Yeah. So what if we just say Saturday, you'll be blocking? Why would they know what they do? Because they know they need to go there somewhere to have fun. So now, because they want to go there somewhere, they got to do something. You know what I mean? Because when I young lady that worked recreation training. Remember that? The recreation class went to the it ain't they wanted to put the work. And then they want to be trained. This they want to go out of town. You got this. You got to put in some work in order to go out. So, to me, that's where the love said that. We need to actually do something what we all do. So we got to do that. And then we do that now they go behave them. Here's stuff I know that who take it out of time, they'll see me. So if you don't do it like that, that is a respect that because you're doing something, I see you as a valuable person, other than someone just telling you what to do, just an authority. And so I think that's what you do. Now, it's 4 o'clock. I'm going to talk about the document. Something that's kind of a serious question because for the most part, Kevin, can you give me the name in essence? Yeah. So, what's your name, your zip code, and what you want to see happen before you leave this earth? And
Yeah. And then take a look at what do you mean this earth? What would you like? Just making I want people.
have you noticed in zip code, see how that put it? And then that everybody doing what? Everybody does it. You definitely want to reserve because I mean, just your introduction to get into that part. We have to go out and use well, maybe a little bit further. That is what that's the style so unfair. All right, so let's do this. Now, it's 4 o'clock. I want y'all to get tough with me. I want y'all to try to break me from what I'm about to say. I want you to shoot holes through what I'm about to say. And I wanted to present this last one, and time got away from us. I said, no, we're going to do it this one for sure. And so, what this is, I'm about to make a declaration, and I dare challenge everyone to say that it can't happen. And then I'm going to give you reasons why it's going to happen. Okay, so we're going to turn our Black communities around this year, this summer, and it's almost guaranteed. Only one guarantee is death. It's almost guaranteed. Who said no?
You said this.
Who said this? This summer. I'm gonna shoot up. You say how?
You know, there's a what?
You say no?
You said it's more.
We start nationwide. Yeah, Chicago will be where we're gonna see the impact, shot time. Yep. Think that possible? But how do you feel about it?
I feel as a child, yes.
Okay. So let me,
It's a child.
it's a challenge. The nigga says it's a challenge, but it's not impossible. Feast your eyes on this color document. The purpose of this will be color, because I want to see what I'm about to talk about. It's only gonna take us 33 days. Turn over. Yeah. So the title say 33 days long. Somebody told me later that Jesus was 33. I said, wow, I didn't, that wasn't a part of the 33 days. So, and now about presenting why. So first and foremost, the reason 33 days is because we have literally 26 codes. That's our structure. I wouldn't be saying this if we didn't have a structure first. And our structure is block by block. Everything happens and comes from the block. It's no, in Chicago, you on the block somewhere. So we have capacity because of block by block. We have the zip codes. Everyone in America lives in the zip code. Every Skid Row in LA is in the zip code. So we got the zip codes, block by block, and with our process, every government, every zip code has a much unit. So we can't blow up if every government didn't have a chance to do their part. So if there's 20 governments, it takes a minimum of 3 days so that every government gets their time. And I'm gonna talk about what that means, but just know that's why I guarantee you 20 days. Now, some of the days involved in the 30-day count. As every governor have to get their turn, it's 30 days a month, and the purpose of them 3 days is West Side Day, South Side Day, and East Side Day. We not worried about the North Side. We never have. Sorry. We focused on where it's been neglected at my 51 years, okay? So that's 30 days represent one whole month, 3 days represent West Side, South Side, East Side to audit what we just did in the 30-day window. If you look there, you see underneath 33-day blow up, you see May, June, and July. It can only happen during the months. You know why? We in hibernation season right now. It's just not coming out. 6 months out the year, people are hibernated, meaning they inside. During hibernation season, we got a chance to get you. We can talk to you because you're in the house. It's dark outside. But you can't wait to get outside. As soon as the weather breaks, you ready. And so if we don't get our black people before June 30th is the deadline, it's over. It's 300 events, summer long. Family reunions, back to school, festival concerts, get-togethers, you name it. And black people are too busy. So if we don't get you before the summer hit, we ain't getting you during the summer. We're going to be all over the place. And one of the challenges for Black Chicago is everybody is doing something, but there's no synchronization. They like this. Everybody doing their own thing. So let's go underneath that. That live in victory, that circle there, this here is key. And I want y'all to shoot holes through this. It's how we living that's going to turn our world around. Anyone disagree with that? How we live. Geneva, you said it's the values. I'm not letting that trash sit up the street on my block. I'm not going to live like that. See, living is your standards, all right? So let's look at what we got under the live in victory. Conventions. Y'all see that there? At the top. There's literally 48 conventions every week. It's on top of the circle, live. It's 48 conventions, you guys. The conventions are always in Gary, Indiana. And the reason why that's important is because Gary is a black city. It's not that far from Chicago. And the biggest thing is it's the most affordable city outside Mississippi. You can still buy a home there for 5 figures. Okay? So we want to make certain that Gary is an outlet for Black Chicago youth. It's relatively safe. So imagine what that looks like when young people, whatever weekend, because it's 48 weeks out the year, whatever weekend, they know they can get on the shuttle and get to Gary. And when they get there, they're going to learn. They're going to be able to have fun with their peers. This weekend was the science convention. So any child that wanted to be a scientist, retired scientists, adult scientists, and youth that want to be scientists. Next weekend is the kindergarten and third grade teachers convention. So the conventions, y'all, is a new mindset for Black people. Always something happening. Every single weekend. All right? Any thoughts on that? Next to that, awards. So literally, we got awards for every grade. Man of the month, man of the year. Here's why the awards matter. Some Black people are so traumatized that they got to get something first. They don't want to hear no talking. Wanda recommended that he saw that you did something for that senior, we giving you the Man of the Month award. So when we come to you with $25 gift card or whatever the case is, you feel a certain way. So some of the thugs got to get an award. We got to find a reason to give them. We see you. We care about you. So the awards is therapeutic, y'all. All right? Next to that, tour. We on tour right now in Garfield Park. Garfield Park is linked to Atlanta, Georgia. So we on tour in Atlanta. Antonio didn't know the reason he was going to Atlanta because we was on tour in Atlanta. You never knew that. You wasn't there just for decoration. We was on tour there. There's a tour every month. It's 12 cities every month, a year. So the tour does this for our people. It keeps them moving, keeps you going places. You're not in the same environment. You're going somewhere different. So here's where we failed at. Roseland is representing here. Charles had to put gas in the car to come to Garfield Park. Wanda, you had to put gas to come here. You invested in Garfield Park this month. Evan, you did the same thing. So imagine if all 19 zip codes invested and came over here. Them vendors are straight now because we come in, we got to name our 4. So that's important that we keep the tour going so that we can break up the dead, dry bones, the desolate blocks. Now you got all these people here, like a concert. So the tour keeps happening, keeps rotating around. Name your 4s right underneath that. When you're on tour, you know you got to name your 4, Evan. Why not spend some money? So you can say, hey, I spent money there. So the tour helps our Black businesses out because now you got people coming in your neighborhood to spend some money. Underneath that, this is the most important one and the most confusing one. It says 108 meetings. Y'all see that? 108. That's about 6 meetings a day. 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Every day. Let me tell you why that matters. We got people on welfare who right now, because of what Trump did, if they don't get 80 hours, they're losing their SNAP benefits. 108 meetings, and if it's an hour meeting, that's 108 hours. So that's 28 hours more than what they're requiring for you. This 108 meetings happen no matter if no one comes or not. So if you said, I'm going to be a part of this 100, I'm going to be a part of 80 of the 108, you can literally use that as the excuse to get your SNAP. If you say you want your son, you giving him money anyway, but he's sitting around doing nothing. No, you got to register for 20 of those 108 meetings for me to keep giving you an allowance. The meeting's happening no matter what. We make sure that. It's on Zoom, so ain't no excuse. You can log on. But the meetings is our excuse to wherever we put our foot at to give people work. Real work. Like each one of these meetings is work. Science meeting, teachers meeting, lawyer meeting, judge meeting. Go do the research. Get us the vocabulary words. Go see where the industry is going. It's work to do in every one of these 108 meetings. So it's really no excuse for sitting around because 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So just know the purpose of the meetings is so that there's always stuff to do. So let me give you this quick little side story. In the event that AI kick out a lot of jobs, which they saying it might, growing up in the projects, we literally had people sitting around with nothing to do. They was hanging out all day. dusk to dawn, hanging out, drinking, chilling. With the 108, because out of the 5 guys standing there, you got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday meetings, you got Wednesday, Friday, Saturday meetings, 10 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night. You busy. You ain't just chilling. And you're connected with people who might be on in Atlanta, in Detroit, St. Louis, for whatever the subject is. So now we're connected no matter where we at, and we learning. You're really learning something. You're really building your network. You want to be a carpenter, you're really on there with the carpenters. So just know the 108 takes away excuses. The last name solution, y'all see that? So the purpose of this one is sustainability. It's easy to do something and then not be able to keep it going. It's easy. You can start something, but can you keep it going? The last name solution was designed like a broken clock. A broken clock is right twice a day, no matter what. It don't have to do nothing. 12 o'clock a.m., 12 o'clock p.m., right? So what we had to do, because of black people in Chicago, everybody being busy, it's 12 meetings a month, right? Once a month. Nobody can make all 12, something always happen. So we say, all right, let's be like a broken clock. How about if you only did it twice a year? It's 2 times a year. Not 12 times, meaning every month, just twice a year. And we use your last name so we'll know when. So we literally took every alphabet, A to Z, and we gave them every 6 months to be available. So this month is last names L through O. L through O. We won't bug these people again until September. So only March and 6 months later, September, we bugging you as a Merles or as a Nash or as an O'Neill. What does that do for black people? Told you I was in the military. On the Navy ship, it must always be someone on duty. The ship can never have a second where no one is on duty. Ever. It's a process built around that. With this last name solution, if your son get hit by a car in December, we know who we can call because of the last name solution. December is the Williams and Walkers. We ain't bugging them right now. We bugging them in December. So therefore, we got an army that's always ready because we now reduce how we bug them. We only bugging you twice a year. So also money. We got $100 people who know when it's day twice a year. So if you're a walker, you June and December. I'm ready with my $100. I'm ready. I know you ain't bugging me. I know you're not catching me off guard. It's predictable. And with predictability, now we can get things done. Like you just said, on your block, don't nobody want to do nothing. Well, they don't want to commit because now you're going to be bugging them all the time. With the last name solution, okay, I can do twice a year. I do it now. I commit because I know it's predictable. So that's a key component of why I feel confident saying this is because we know all the last names, A to Z. And then the last one is the 7 daily living habits. So what this does, same with predictability, but this allows us to treat one of the biggest problems we have as black people, which is competing with each other. My mentors was Dr. Philip Jackson. He was educate or die. If y'all knew Dr. Phil, that was his mantra. Our brother Webb Evans was economics. If you're not fixing the economics, you ain't talking about nothing. Then we had brother Kwesi Harris who said, if you're not healthy, you can't do nothing. So the 7 daily living habits was designed so that we can say, okay, Tuesday is education day. No, every day education. I know. But Tuesday gonna be education day when it comes to block by block. Health is everything. I got you. But Thursday, health day. So the purpose of the habits is so the people who are adamant about their silo can have their one day, which they don't like. They want all the days, but you can't monopolize the whole block. So we got these habits that allow everyone to have their turn on the big stage. So let me pause there. What do y'all think so far, what y'all heard?
You're saying all this about it can't happen because we live in desolate now, and this creates the vibrancy we need to see.
It's a lot of moving parts, right?
Yep.
That's the key. Geneva, shoot holes through it. What you think? What's in your spirit?
Well, I feel that you cover all the bases as relate to some of the concerns within, I would say, the psychographic of blacks. And some of the issues and the concerns. So I think it's a good program to answer to those issues.
Now, I haven't told you what's the problem, though, and that's where I'm going with that. I want y'all to know what's holding us back. So this sounds good, that's what I'm hearing, but what's holding us back? But before we get to that, let's go down some further. ITR is the future black economy no matter what happens with AI. That's our future economy. You know how they plan 100 years down the line? This 100 years from now, this is our future. Right now, literally everyone makes money off of black information. Remember, black people in America are the richest black people in the world. We're richer than 40 countries in the world. We're richer than Spain with 42 million people. We 46 million. They got $1.4 trillion. We spent $1.6 trillion. So we got to know our power, right? And so the key is all the studies. What black hair care products black men? What black music they live? What they gather information. Just people make money just gathering information off us. Guess what? We're going to be the information gatherers. So information jobs is forever. Information is going to be here no matter what, y'all. It changes the second you get it. So Antonio going out of town, what did I have y'all getting? 38 what? What was it called? 38 what? What alphabet? He 26, y'all, so we talked 13 years ago. 38-8. 38-8. That meant you was getting what from people? What was you getting? Their name, address, and phone number. What's that, y'all? Information. So imagine when they getting paid to do that. We in 20 cities. Imagine him now, he got a schedule. He going to Detroit to get some information. He going to Milwaukee to get some information. He ain't gang banging. He traveling. He doing something. And that information he getting go help the block leader because he went and gathered the young people that don't want to talk to you. Information is a job forever, y'all. Just know that. Travel. That's why I told y'all them sister cities. The Mexicans are traveling, y'all. The Venezuelans are traveling. When you travel, it allows you to be more excited. If people was here from out of town, they would be here because, hey, let's knock this out with Side Time out so we can go downtown. But you got to do what we sent you here for first, right? So travel is long term. We got to have our own shuttle buses moving back and forth from Mississippi, from the South. You catch one shuttle, get the next one, but we got to build that. That might be your job. You go get 3 shuttle buses. We go be your biggest client. You see what I'm saying? We got to put money behind travel so we got vibrancy. People, ain't no boredom no more. In the barbershops, they talking about, man, I'm going to Detroit next week. I'm going to Milwaukee. I'm going. No sitting around. I'm going around the corner. Real estate. Wherever you go, you got to have a place to stay. Got to sleep somewhere. Before they came up with Airbnb, we already had this on the books because we was using the military dorms. So imagine when you go to Detroit, you staying in our place. We know Eben gonna be there for 3 days, then he out of there, next person coming in is Wanda. That was our concept 30 years ago with the military. So the real estate for us is other races are buying real estate in black neighborhoods. That should be a no-no. We should be buying the real estate so that we can make sure every zip code is a different city, that travel, our people got places to stay. And we help you buy the real estate. And we be your biggest client. Keeping the dollars amongst us. Any questions on that? Okay. Let's go underneath that. It say Milwaukee Cats, Detroit Cats, and St. Louis Cats. Where we at time-wise? What time is it? Okay, good. So let me tell you what Cats is. I already told you, but let me break it down. Cats is the black solution for us. Push holes. Shoot that down if you want to. Here's why it's the solution. Because the C in Cats is the conventions. Y'all heard me go over that already. Conventions mean it's always groups of black think tanks, teachers, doctors, lawyers meeting 48 weeks out the year. Conventions. That's part of Cats. That's the C. Awards. We always therapeutically helping our people because they always getting recognized for something, building their self-esteem, boosting their confidence. Imagine when the Atlanta 18-year-olds flying here to get their award. What you think they're going to be doing in Atlanta? Man, I'm going to Chi-Town to get my award. All right, that's part of the CATS, the A. The T is the tours. Constantly moving in each other's neighborhoods, helping each other, boosting their economy. And the S is today, Summit. The Summit is our accountability. West Side failing right now. Geneva is saving the West Side. We over here. The Summit is here. We got to pack it out. We got to learn because this is going to Woodlawn next. So CATS is the conventions, the awards, the tours, and the Summit. All owned and controlled by black people. They can't stop a grant and this goes away. Y'all follow me? Now, Milwaukee CATS matter because Milwaukee is coming to the convention in Gary, to the Summit in Chicago. Atlanta, Detroit matters because they coming to the convention. Y'all see that? So it's always an excuse for every one of our cities to come to Gary and Chicago in the Midwest. Meaning this should be popping with vibrancy because they coming. All right? So now let's move to the right. See them 8 buckets there? This is how we know we're going to fix our community is right here. Right now, on your block, there are business people. Do you know them? On your block, there are people who love protesting and holding people accountable. We call them the pit bulls. Something go wrong, man. Yeah, I'm on the alderman next week. That's team 2. That's the red bucket. On the block, there are military veterans, safety, police, firefighters. On the block, do we know them? On the block are students in education, teachers. Eben Credit is doing the education summit. It would help if on your block you knew the students so he can have them. Makes sense. Team 5 is construction. We literally have other groups making more money remodeling houses in black neighborhoods than black people. It's like backwards. The first law of nature is self-preservation. We're not even preserving our own carpenter, bricklayers, plumbers. This race is team 6. Y'all know throughout our history, white people have died helping fight for civil rights. So team 6 is non-black people who care about what's going on with black people. We call them modern day abolitionists. They the today abolitionists. Those are our allies. Team 7 is food. If y'all didn't know, the tobacco industry switched over to the food industry. They use the same nicotine chemicals, and they've used it in processed foods to hook you and addict you. It's a war on food, y'all. Who on your block cares about farming, gardening, and preparing good meals? We need to know on the block. By not knowing, we keep taking in garbage. The last one, the legal team. This is our lawyers. This is any lawsuits you're filing. This is our politicians that make the laws. On the block, we got to know. Someone keep getting hit by a car on your corner, that's a team 8 issue because you need to get a petition so that the alderman can introduce a stop sign. That's legal. So look at what I just presented, y'all. On your block, do we know who fits each bucket? By not knowing it, we're not in position on that block. And we losing. I'm telling you right now, it's a war on the block. Neighbors don't want to know each other. I don't like Susie. I don't like her son. That's the war on the block. So we help break through that because we send a young person over there so you ain't got to do it. And then once the young person break through, then they start to see you differently because, oh, he cool with Antonio. So I hate to say it's a lot of stuff we got to go through to do something simple. All right? Underneath that, you see it's the same thing, but I gave the deadline. We got to stop this bleeding by June 30th because after June 30th, you don't have black people's attention no more. When the kids get out of school, it's over. All right? So June 30th is that deadline. All right, next to that, you see those are the zip codes. So those are all the zip codes in Black Chicago right there. Then the last 2 digits are the zip codes. So 28 is right here with Charles, Eben, and Flournoy. Now look inside that circle. That's where we spend money at, y'all. Housing. Housing fits the real estate, right? Under the new economy, housing. You see awards, that's self-explanatory. Travel, That's self-explanatory. Training. This is part of our training. And then the biggest one is manpower. We have to pay our people. We want to create jobs so that we can have them traveling and doing information gathering. So now that I presented that to y'all, let me tell y'all what's holding us back. The only thing holding us back. Any questions first before I go to this next page? Okay. So let's do this. Let's do the third page first. Let's go right here, y'all. Okay. The only thing holding us back from getting to where we ultimately want to go, where we got vibrancy, travel, jobs created, is black people seeing value in little money. Let me say that again. The only thing holding us back, we have the structure. The structure is dynamic. We have the system. Last name solution, daily living habits. System is things that keep going on with or without you. We got that. When I'm dead, Friday still Seniors Day. When I'm dead, third Wednesday still Nurses Day. So we got something that they can't kill like they do in the past. When black people got together, they killed a leader. You can't kill these habits. You can't kill time. Everything I told you is tied to time, meaning they can't kill it no more. So we got a system that they can't stop. The richest person in the world still go die. Time will run out for him or her. With the 7-day living house, this system is not. It keeps repeating when we dead and gone. So what you're looking at here, all right, at the top right here, well, let me tell y'all what's the problem. The problem is black people not valuing releasing $1. I say a little money, but let's just be clear. It's the $1 not coming in that's killing us, that's allowing us to stay on the bottom. We 46 million strong. We don't have $46 million coming in every month. That means that we got black people not in agreement with 4 quarters. That's what that means. We can make all the reasons we want. We don't where it's going. We don't know. It's 4 quarters. It's $1. And it's the fact that we haven't done that while we haven't been able to make this spindle spin around, where that money is being used for our new economy, information, travel, real estate. That spinning around means young people are traveling, the retirees are getting with the young people at the conventions, teaching them. All of the stuff we talked about is not going around because of money, okay? Little money, not grants. Grants hurt us, not you, it hurts us. Grants, what grants do, grants take you off the hook. Oh, I ain't got to give my $1 now, you got that grant. No, this whole thing is hinged on blacks buying in, blacks in agreement that I'm going to do my part. Okay? So grants hurt us, not you. Hurt others should use grants, not us, because we got to keep the pressure on us. We got to do for self. So what you're looking at here is what needs to happen by June 30th. We have to have 1,000 black people agreeing and executing on pulling together $1. Okay? I want y'all to shoot holes through that. My wife, it's my wife there. This is my birthday, January. She put a call out, we raised $1,200. $900 came in one day because she said, hey, it's my husband's birthday, y'all know what he's doing, send your money. You sent yours in right away. So we can do it, y'all. It's doable. Hey, Martha, it's doable. We got food back there, Martha, and I want you to hear some of this too. So it's doable. We can do this. It can be done. We showed it 2 months ago in January. The issue is, can we do it every month? That's why we wanted $1 every month, so you can keep it going. That $1 every month is the check-in. We know Geneva's still alive. If we don't get that money next month, is she okay? You follow me? It's a check-in. It keeps us connected with you. We find out on your block that car was sitting there too long. We got his license plate number now. So what you see here is the protective bubble. Now, why are we saying 1,000 people? It's a science to 1,000 people. 1,000 people is 4 groups of 250 people. 4 groups of 250 people. Why 4 groups? Because you can't do nothing. If you want to make a steak, you need 4 things, Evan. You got to have a part, meaning the steak. You got to have the tool, meaning the skillet. You got to have the skill, meaning you know what to do with it. And you got to have the time. If you at work, you can't cook the steak. Everything needs these 4 things. So the 1,000 represents 250. The conventions, the awards, the tours, and the summit. Because everyone not into the summit. That's cool. Everybody not into the awards. That's cool. But out of the 4, we gonna get you on something. Out of the 4 things, some go be your niche. So that's when you look at these 1,000 people, it's gonna allow us to be able to make sure that you're protected. Because whoever is doing this, if the city boots your car and you need help, your protective bubble go be there for you. They only giving us $1. They can give you $5. Now you got $5 grand to help you. But you can't need help every month because then that's going to get old. The point is we got to be there for each other as a people. And we can't be afraid to talk about money. We can't be afraid to circulate money. Our philosophy is you either circulate or suffocate. If blood not circulating, that's a blood clot. You die. We not circulating. Y'all follow me? Our black risk takers, entrepreneurs are hurting because of black circulation. Our spending is more important than our income. Our spending, if we redirect our spending, we can change behaviors. Every other ethnic group knows this. That's why the Arabs in our store, the gas stations and the corner stores, the Asians with the beauty supply stores and the nail salons, the Mexicans cutting the grass, doing remodel. It's our spending they after. They ain't after you friendship. It's the circle. So if we can't agree on the dollar, that's why we're in the shape we in. So we want to move our people into this protective bubble by zip code. By zip code. So that's how we justify helping Geneva with the 1,000 people from the west side. So they don't say, why my money going to the south side? We keep you in your zip code. That protects us. You know what I mean? That way, ain't no west side, south side beef. Chicago is tough like that. Do something out west, south sides get mad. Do something out south, west sides get mad. So we got that covered with the zip codes. Stay in your zip code, we good. It's going into this pyramid. If y'all see that, we're moving the people who's agreeing into the pyramids. And that's why I want to take y'all to this last document here. This here, 1,000 people is just 50 people in every zip code, y'all. 50 people in every zip code giving a dollar gets us to where we need to go by June 30th. 50 people. Let's look at this embarrassing document here. Martha, give Martha a packet, y'all, so she can follow us. So here, this is February. This is last month. This is our report on every black neighborhood and the $1 that came in for the whole month of February. 28 days, y'all. So let's go through this because it's being recorded. Let's go through this. California and Harrison, that's 60612, not one person gave $1. We want 50, not one. All right. Go over to 16th and Holman area, that's North Lawndale. One person out of 50 gave $1. So we need 49 more people. Let's go down Madison and Holman, that's this zip code. 3 people. Some progress there. All right, North Avenue, Laverne, that's North Austin, 1 person. Go down to Madison and Laverne, no one. Go over to Chicago Avenue and Pulaski, no one. So if you live in that zip code, not one person saw a value enough to say, let's get to this 50. This is our biggest problem right now. We have the money. Like I said, we have more money than the whole country of Spain. Can we agree? So when you see 0, that's lack of agreement. I don't know. It's a zillion reasons. Let's go to the south side. 55th and Racine, not one person. 79th and Ashland, not one person. 63rd and Halsted, 1 person. 63rd and Western, 1 person. 63rd and Damon, 1 person. And this is the whole zip code, not just that block. I just want to give y'all an indicator on what area it's in. And then 79th and Western, not 1 person. Again, you guys, this here says more about us as a collective, all right? Then we go over to the east side, 47th and Cottage Grove, 4 people. That's Washington Park. 87th and Jeffrey, 1 person. 79th and Cottage, 2 people, that's Chatham. 112th in Michigan, that's 2-8, all right? Now, this is $1 people. Eben paid his whole $12, so he's not on this list. This is $1, not the $12 people who pay for the year. And the reason that matters, our $12 people, you guys, picture it this way. The $1 people, we can keep coming back to you. Why? because it was $1. I can't keep coming to him, hey, give me 12 today, give me 12 tomorrow, hey man, I did that already. The $1, we can keep coming back because we ain't burning you out. It's $1. Homeless people get more than $1 on the expressway. So we can keep going. So the $1 people, 1,000 $1 people is a tool that we can keep going back to because we know we're not burning them out. So they're a different army, all right? 63rd and Cottage Grove, that's where President Obama Museum is being built. One person. 95th and Ashland, one person. South Shore, 75th and Yates, no person. And then 35th and King Drive, Bronzeville, the most in the whole city, 7 people. So what I'm saying to you guys is by June 30th, if we don't have 50 people in all 20 zip codes, it's over for the rest of this year. And the reason I say that, because you're not getting black people attention when the summer hits. They all over the place. They planning it now. They planning it now. They on vacation. They going to Africa. They going. But if we get them now and they commit this $1 money, they got it set up, they can be in Africa. That dollar's still coming out every month. That's all we need. We're going to fix our community with our money. It's not nothing you go do in turn. You're not finna get out here and fix it. What you gonna do to fix the community? But what your money can do, it can get that hopeless guy on Simpson Avenue in Atlanta up here. He ready to shoot down there, but now he up here. When he up here, he with Reverend Taylor learning carpentry. So your money fixed that. You didn't. It's our money that's going to provide opportunities for people who you might not want to mess with. It's cool. It's our money helping other ethnic groups. So it's our money that's going to fix us, not us. I tell all the groups, they like, we doing this, we doing this, we doing this. Doing is good for you. With your money, you provide opportunities for people who might not like you, and it's okay. You don't want that person to be the shooter of your family member, so let's get him some opportunities. Let's use your money to do that. The structure is going to make sure that he got conventions, awards, tours, and the summit to keep him busy. But if we don't pay for that, it don't happen. So right there, y'all, shoot holes through that. It won't work, it will work. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
My thing, 2%.
2%. Charles always say, we only need 2%. That's your twice a year. That answers it every 6 months. So now keep in mind, 60619 zip code spends $62,000 every day on the lottery, and they've been doing it for 30 plus years. They the highest lottery playing zip code on earth. Been like that. So we got it. The money is there. Go ahead, Martha. 5 minutes? What time is it? You putting us out early? So 4:50 or what? Ooh. All right, we got to speed up. All right, so shoot holes through that, y'all. Will work, don't work. Sounds too optimistic. Perfect question. How is it being communicated? Poorly. 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 That's how it's being communicated. Poorly, yeah, that's how. My wife, she gets on me all the time about how poorly it's catching on to people. And I would say this in my defense. It's 20 zip codes. Ideally, the zip codes would drive this, not me. Every zip code ideally would say, we go take charge and we're going to make this happen. That's what needs to happen. So we got Evan, Charles in that zip code. That's why you see 28 with a little bit more, because these are active participants. So if every zip code participated with communicating to their family and friends, because think about it, if I got 4 children, that's $4 right there. My 14-year-old, she do her dollar every day, every month, 14 years old. So it's really a matter of us being committed and then executing, because we got 6,000 people in our database. But these are the numbers that you see results on. So it's poorly communicated. I get it. We hope to make it better by before June 30th. So that's it, you guys. We good. I want to announce before we go, we got Wanda here, who's a journalist. Her husband was a journalist, Morgan Carter, that I work with. And so she is a pillar in our neighborhood citywide. and we need to make sure black risk takers get black dollars. That's minimum stuff, right? So this here is her press release, what she does and does commercials on closed CCN, right? And so $125 for a spot. Whenever you spend money with black people, you get to name them as one of your 4. So if you do whatever your venue are, whatever you're promoting, if you do the commercial with Wanda, you get to name her as one of your 4. Like that's the good part of it. And so I got these flyers. If you guys can take one and promote it, let others know, because we should be saying we got to get to 4. Like we need a commitment. Can I get to 4 before the money's out? Because I know that I got to be able to name my 4. Here you go, sir. Not naming your 4 means we went 30 days without supporting one of our risk takers who's got overhead costs and all these costs, and we didn't put money to keep them going. So that's it, you guys. Next month, April 25th, we in Woodlawn. And so if you guys want to come, you can definitely come to Woodlawn. and Florina, come on up. I want you to talk about what you're doing real quick as we pack up. All right, now you're a vendor. You have business. What's your business? What do you do?
Well, I resell stuff wherever I buy, get from people. I go to the flea market and I sell it.
So he's a reseller, goes to the flea market and sells stuff. So like lawnmowers and stuff like that?
Now, basically, a lot of stuff that people might need, like water coolers.
Water coolers, okay.
Little everything. I just get a little everything.
So the key, how do people reach you? Like, how do they find out what's your inventory?
But they know I be at the flea market.
You ain't got no number that you give people? They can call you and find out? Like,
No, I do it. My son, he'll put me on.
okay, all
on
right.
Facebook.
So we go get that from Flournoy, because what we want you guys to be able to do is electronically support each other. So as long as you send him through his Cash App or Zelle, you can say you supported him, whether you get the products or not. At least you know you put money into a black risk taker's pocket. That's the key. Any closing remarks, Governor?
They want to donate to NBCU.
Oh yeah, the buckets up there. Yeah. So we late. But yours is every second Tuesday for this neighborhood. So every second Tuesday we're over here. But this, what we're doing now, is next March. This is the summit. So this is a bigger deal. What we're doing. Yeah, it don't look like it, but it is. but Janine, make sure I get your phone number though. All right, you guys, we're gonna conclude here now. Thank you guys. Peace.